Hey, good afternoon. It's Thursday afternoon and it's a beautiful day outside.
Sure is.
There's a few things we wanted to share with you, our family here at Pike Creek Bible Church. We've had a couple of outdoor events that have taken place over the last week that are exciting. It was really encouraging to see people come out, and leadership that was demonstrated in these events. First of all was our AWANA Awards night last Sunday night.
Yeah, really nice time. And about 16 families came and circled up, and it was a great time. We really want to thank Steve Varkey and Krista. Their leadership in AWANA is so good, so appreciated.
Let's flash our lights for Lily and Theo. Flash our lights for Lily and Theo. Let's honk our horn real quick.
The other event today, this afternoon, we had our preschool graduation. And again, it took place outside here in the parking lot. It was basically a drive-by graduation. But again, Jess Weber, our director of our preschool, and the entire staff did a lot of work, and it just went real well. In fact, I heard a couple of parents, I heard them say out loud, this was a great idea, it was a lot of fun. I think the families were ready to just have their kids over here by the building. For the kids to see their teachers one more time, especially those who are graduating. Absolutely. And just to have that event. So it went really well too, and just a lot of excitement, a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the weather cooperated for sure. Today's just been a gorgeous day. So, the other thing we wanted to mention, and maybe some of you have already heard Governor Carney's latest update on public gatherings, specifically for churches, and that's encouraging news because he's taking a step that would allow churches to be together. And just some of the quick bullet points there: we can have 30% of our fire code occupancy meeting. Our room holds almost 400 people. So on paper, that means we'd be fine on a Sunday morning. So that is good news. And the short story would be, we're looking at June 7th, which is a couple weeks away, to resume, to invite some people to come back to our service on Sunday morning. We will continue live streaming for the foreseeable future. That's been a good addition. We reach people apparently all over the world, which is pretty cool. And so we'll continue doing that, and we want everybody to know for sure that you're invited to come back, and we'll be more clear as we get closer to the 7th. We'll have more specific guidelines. It looks like we still have to wear masks. There's some other things we'll have to work out, the social distancing in the room. But we want to be sure that everybody knows if you're comfortable with that. And part of why we're picking 2 weeks to get ready for this is that we are ready for that, because we want to be sure that the room is clean. We want to be sure that the building is safe, that we have procedures in place to sustain this kind of thing, to make sure that we have a very careful and safe environment as people come back.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows exactly what all of this is going to look like, whether it's for churches coming together for worship, going out to restaurant, opening up small businesses. I don't think anyone knows exactly what all those things look like. And we want to, as Paul said, we want to really give it a lot of forethought and be careful about it, as well as moving forward beyond that even. And considering things as we go along. And I think it's just kind of morph as we go. But we're excited. I know all of us are ready to be back together again, together in worship, and just to enjoy worshiping God together. So we look forward to that time. We trust that you will too. As Paul said, our live streaming will continue these next couple weeks, and then into our services together, so that people, if they choose to stay home, they can still worship live with us on Sunday mornings.
Absolutely. And we've heard from many people that have different timelines for the whole country coming back, for our community coming back, for our church coming back, and we hear that there are people who are ready last week to be together with no masks and do the whole thing, and there are people who are cautious, saying that we really need to be careful with this. And we agree with all those.
Yeah, we do.
And I think part of what we'd like to say too is that we want to be unified together about this. And so there are a lot of opinions, and these are all great people who have different opinions, different ideas about this. But we don't want this to become something that kind of becomes I can't believe you think this, or someone else has a different idea there. We want to move forward together carefully, excitedly. We're really looking forward to being together.
No judgment on people who come, no judgment on people who stay home. And there's a lot of details that we'll be sending out to you. Things about our being together in worship, issues with children's ministry, when do we start that, how does that look, so forth. So we'll be sending those details out as well.
So we really are looking forward to seeing real faces, soon. We're looking forward to what God has done through this season and will continue to do in the church, which is people. We continue to work on the renovation, and we'll be back before things are completely tidied up. But you know what? The church is people. And so we'll have this beautiful room we can meet in, but the most beautiful thing are the people that come into that room, and we are absolutely looking forward to that.
And I think the thing that's been on my mind as we've been looking at Mark, we're looking at these passages where Christ, his compassion is so visible. His compassion to people that are with him, following him, that he cares about, and it's just encouraging. It's just encouraging to consider the compassion that Christ shows us now in times like this. And we rejoice in that, and we praise God for his compassion.
Absolutely. So we love you. We look forward to being with you in a different way very soon, and trust you'll have a great weekend.